For us to take a look, Steelers.com, this is their playbook with Merril Hoge. And this one is how the Steelers on defense deal with some of the Browns' schemes and plays on offense. So here's Merril Hoge looking at the Browns' offense.
Everybody notices the second play, but not this one. I want to show you this. This is the last drive of the game. The Cleveland Browns are going to run what we call a counter play. Guard's going to pull here, tight end's going to pull, and they're going to get one of the best backs in football potentially clean in the secondary. But I want you to watch Highsmith here. I want you to watch how he plays this run and how he saves the day on this third down play. On this play here, they do a little zoom motion. Well, here's those blocks I was telling you about. Okay, it cannot be blocked any better than this. You have a gaping hole and a canale. Fitzpatrick may be your only guy that has a shot at stopping this, except Highsmith. Now, he didn't widen it here and hang, but once he saw it, he caves inside. Look what happens. He chases this down from the backside. Now, you tell me, Chubb in the open area, I am telling you this, that's a first down at least. This is a tackle for a loss because of a great play. On third down, keep in mind, he makes a beautiful tackle. Now it's third down.
And D-Man, those are some of the things when Kevin Stefanski and the offense talk about there's yards there we just didn't get. Those are the type of plays that the defenses are making in some instances to shut down the Browns' running game.
Yeah, I love seeing Merril Hoge doing his thing. But, yeah, the backside backers, I mean, the Steelers are famous for them. Guys who come from the weak side, if you will, and chase down the playmaker, the guy who's got the ball in his hand. So it doesn't surprise me. You know, you've seen it from Mike Tomlin's Steelers defense year after year. You got the aggressive edges, and those guys on the backside are constantly running. You know, they seem to run a lot more laterally than they do looping around, especially when they see a handoff.
And the flip side of that is you'll see some of the reverses with probably Anthony Schwartz tonight. That will be to make sure that you keep those weak side players honest, if you will. All right, last time against the Steelers, Chubb, 16 carries, 61 yards. Is it the Steelers being familiar with the Browns' running game? Is it the scheme? Is it the play calling? What do you think it is?
Well, to me, it's a combination of them, and I hate to keep going back to the old bugaboo, but when your quarterback situation is as unsettled as Cleveland's has been this year, when you had the trouble with Mayfield's had the trouble that he has, what happens? The other team can laser focus on the running game. You saw it at Baltimore with Chubb. You saw it, in Cleveland against Pittsburgh, and other games where the opposition just dared Baker Mayfield to beat him over the top. And in fairness to Baker, the receiving core, they probably looked at the receiving core and said, "We're not scared of them either. So good luck trying to beat us over the top. While you're trying to do that, we're going to take Chubb out of the game." The old, Bill Belichick scheme. Make sure you take away the strength. And, Belichick dominated the Browns too with whatever the Browns were trying to run back there. So it isn't just, the scheme. It isn't just the play calling. It can also be the fact that the quarterback position needs to be better. And if the quarterback's better, that takes pressure off everybody else.
Let me ask you this: do you throw the ball more on first and second down so that you're not, having to throw the ball in third and long? Then is that kind of the way how do you work around it?
Yeah, that's a good point. And if the Browns throw the ball too much early down, we know what social media does: run the football, run the football. And here's the other thing too, Dave, that's hilarious. Do I think that running has a place in the NFL? Yes, I do. Do I think that running has a place in college football at the high level? Yes, I do. But remember the T-shirts that the Michigan Wolverines were wearing into their CFP semifinal against Georgia, run the bleeping football or whatever it was, run the ball. How did that work out for them? Okay? When you go up against quality fronts, when you go up against good defenses, it's a whole lot easier to talk about running the football than actually doing it. And in this case, you have to have, in my mind, if you want to win, you've got to have a legitimate passing attack. So I don't have a problem with the Browns throwing in early downs. And regardless of what people say, oh, they should have run the ball. They should have run the ball. I'll go ahead and attack them through the air first and then see what happens.